What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video with Leak Bets. Man, you clicked on this video because, you know what I'm saying, you trying to know the difference between betting with odds versus betting with your gut. You know what I'm saying? So if you're new, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If y'all don't know, I do have an Instagram, a Patreon, because these videos are short. My Patreon videos do be longer. And I do have, well, my Instagram, I do have pics and everything on there, so you can go there to see if you want some pics or anything that you want on there. And basically, if y'all don't have a sport book and y'all are new, it is a sport book in the link in bio with, you can use my code LEAK to double match deposit up to 100% or whatever you put in. I'm not gonna say too much. So I'm gonna just start off like this, you know, you can understand if y'all don't know what odds mean like the internet, you know, doing research, basically just using information that the internet gave you and using that to put in a bet, versus your gut meaning, I know he gonna get this. Let me just, I've been watching him. Let me put this in. Basically betting with your emotions. Me, I say big ol' bet with odds, because the reason why you can bet with odds, like with everything that you got, you can back up all your information. You can look at it, see what they got on the app, and you can back it up with information that you have. It's just like studying for a test. You study for a test and you put it down on the paper because you know that information because you study. Or you just going with your gut like, okay, I know this. I know it can't be this and this because that's too high, so it gotta be C. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference between like doing it. It's like either doing research or betting with your gut. Obviously the research is gonna be better than betting with your gut because you did research on it, you know. But I understand, like, it's a lot of like cons with like betting with odds because it's not you. It's more like you AI for real, you robotic, you know what I'm saying? It's like you just looking at stuff, putting it in, you know, putting everything in and just doing it to what the internet says. And it's not guaranteed, you know what I'm saying? They just using, the internet just used what they did in their previous games and averaged it out. Whole time, the next game might be their best game or their worst game, but you can use that to better your chances, you know? I say with your gut, don't get it messed up. Betting with your gut, especially if you know a player, and you can use, that's why I really say you can use both. If you go to the internet, use what they use and use your personal knowledge of you watching them on their games, you can put it together and come up with a conclusion. But you just real deal gotta be like a sport person, like, you know what I'm saying? And then one thing about like betting with odds too, like, it could be weird because it's like, it's misleading. Like, it might be good and then it might be bad. It just depends on, like, I feel like the person, the player, the team they playing and everything that they doing. Like, you really got to just know the game. You got to look at games. You look at film before you go to the internet, because everything on the internet don't be accurate too. So it's like you looking at that, doing research. You just got to do it yourself for real. Watch a few games and then put the research together. And then like going with your gut is good too, because I feel like when you go with your gut, like, you got a personal connection. But I feel like if you went with your gut, you obviously know something about that player. So it's just basically on how you feeling for real. Like, if you don't want to do research, you're not doing it for a minute, you know what I'm saying, not a long time. Like, I feel like if you watching this, you obviously just want the money. Like, certain people on here watch them or just want the money, or certain people, sport fans, and want the money too. So if you're a sport fan, you obviously know your player, know your team, know what they can do, use the analytics on the internet and put it together. So it just basically, it just depends on what you want to do for real. I say go with the odds, and then I say really do both. Like, you know, you can do both and put them together and make your best conclusion on what you put both together. That's what I say. But hey man, I don't know. Let me know what y'all do in the comments for real. But I say go with that. Like, just do both for real. Like, do research, watch the game, and go with your gut. Like, it's going with the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, hey man, I ain't gonna say too much. If you new, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, Leak Bets, and we out. You.